Hi, I'm Alex. Welcome back to my channel, which has been paused for well over 3 years at this point. Maybe not even welcome back. Maybe you're a new viewer, in which case, welcome to my channel. I'm glad to have you. I've been gone for quite a while. The last video has been uploaded in October of 2022, if I remember correctly. And that was me just typing on my MacBook, which I have no idea how well the video sounded back then. I don't even remember exactly what audio setup I've been using back then. Lots of things have changed. In 3 years, a lot of things can change. I mean, you get 3 years older, hopefully 3 years wiser. And a lot of stuff can happen apart from that. You can build up stuff, you can lose stuff, you can gain stuff. In my case, luckily, I'm feeling good right now. The last 3 years have been quite adventurous. Lots of ups, lots of downs. And I'm glad I'm back. This is quite a spontaneous video. I haven't prepared much. This is just rambling. And as you can tell, I have my long sleeve shirt back on that I had on during my first video. It doesn't really, usually I wouldn't wear this casually because the color and everything is almost faded. It looks a bit childish. But I thought for a channel revival, even though I only had 3 videos uploaded at that point, might be appropriate. And it's also the next best thing that I can wear in bed, next to pajama, which I don't have. So I might need to get a pajama, like an actual one that I feel comfortable in. I mean, this isn't particularly uncomfortable, but it's just better than a pullover or a hoodie or whatever. In any case, as you can tell, I am recording on a different microphone this time. In my very first video, I had a Lewitt LCT 440 pure in my hand and another one directed at a pillow that was scratching. And possibly I used some binaural microphone at some point. Not quite sure though, because that is quite a bit back, and I may not even have had a binaural microphone pair at that point. I have no idea. It's too long ago, and like I said, lots of things have changed. Lots of technology has been added to my arsenal, so plenty of sounds to be made, plenty of sounds to be explored, plenty of ASMR to be caught up on. When I looked at my channel, I noticed that there has been a very slight influx of viewership, of subscribership, which I'm grateful for, even though I haven't been doing anything for 3 years plus at this point. I have somehow gained 10 subscribers, which, how? I mean, sure, the content is still out there, people can still find it, but to actually grow a subscriber base, you have to upload regularly, feed the algorithm and stuff like that, which I haven't been doing. But yeah, I'm glad it is like it is right now. And hopefully we can build this together. Like I said, actually I didn't say that. Maybe I said it in the first video. I actually might need to rewatch my first video, but I'm pretty sure I will cringe at that. Because if I just ramble on, I tend to not make a point, not make a clear, precise point, just going from topic to topic, stream of thought type. So I have not said, I I'm not planning to make this a huge channel. I have plenty of other stuff to tend to, plenty of other projects. Currently, the camera, my phone camera, which I'm still recording on, is standing next to a desk I'm slowly building, because my old desk, I mean, it's cool and all, but after like 5 or 6 years of having it, it slowly has some aging, and it's not really appropriate for my current work. So there's like a big construction site over there which you cannot see because it's like behind the camera. I might show it to you at some point, give you a little desk tour, maybe a little during the work process, work in progress type deal, like a little desk diary. Because there's a saying that goes, make it exist first and make it good later, something like that. And that really also goes for this desk, like make it exist first so I can use it properly, and then I can put all those ideas in. Similar thing with this channel now. Make it exist first. I mean, it exists, so I don't have to make it exist. I just have to revive it, which I am doing right now with a very spontaneous video. Literally nothing prepared, just had the thought in my head. I was watching some ASMR earlier, and I was like, maybe I should just get back into this, since I didn't have much chance to do it within the last 3 years, even less in the past 2, and even less in the past 1 year. So right now, what's stopping me? It's like the best opportunity. Just do it now. Do it now. Do it. Something like that. Went Paul McCartney song, I think. Egypt Station, perhaps. The album. In any case, you see I'm already while rambling, just jumping from topic to topic. But I think that might be just a me thing, just a way I think, probably a way lots of people think, to be honest, because it's just, sometimes it's chaotic. You jump from one thought to another, have an idea, go to the other idea, and then revisit something else, forget the point you actually wanted to make, and it's chaotic. I remember what I wanted to say. January is almost over. How fast did that go? We have 2026. A great year to start with. That sentence did not make sense. And I will quote something. I don't know the exact quote from my first video. I can't talk. And I remember somebody commenting on my first video, I can't talk. Because apparently I repeated that so many times. Which is fair. So if you commented that and you're watching this video, I remembered that. I just didn't remember your username. But thanks for the comment. In any case, that's probably gonna be the next catchphrase, which is not a catchphrase, but just I need something to hold on to. Let me just calm down for a second again. It's getting exciting. Just slow breathing to set the tone again, to get the pulse back down, to calm down a bit. Not so high energy. This is ASMR, you know? It's relaxing. Sometimes the pace might be a bit faster. Sometimes the pace might be a bit slower. And I just remembered, I hope I'm not breathing into the microphone, because if I am, that will not sound pretty good, and I will have to fix that in post. But whatever. What I wanted to say is that January, what a word, January, doing some binaural stereo stuff, January, February. My English pronunciation is probably not the best, and accents and dialects and whatever. March, 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 March. Luckily, we are not yet in March. We are still in January, 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 January. Almost the end of January, actually. I feel like 2026 is one of those years that somehow has a different vibe to it. Like 2024 was like, well, we've got some even numbers in there. We've got the 2, we've got another 2, we've got a 4 in there. The 0, I think that was supposed to be even as well. You can watch a Matt Parker video for that, I believe, in which he discussed that, or some other maths video. But that's not the point. 2025 was kind of, I don't know, you've got the 20, and you've got the 25 in there. Doing some number theory, perhaps. You do the so-called Quersumme. I don't know what the word is in English for that, but the German word is Quersumme, in which you take all the individual numbers from one number, you add them together, and if they are above 10, or if they are 10 or above, then you add those individual numbers back together again until you have like one number, if I'm correct. So 2025 would be 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, which is 4 plus 5 is 9. Okay. 9 is an alright number, I would say. If somebody would make a tier list of numbers, that would be fun. Probably somebody made that. But that feels kind of... Meanwhile, 2026, we've got 2 plus 2 plus 6, which 4 plus 6, which is 10. So, 1. 2026 has the number 1. The number 1 for a new beginning. For a beginning. It's the first number, which is not 0. The first number. It's the beginning of all numbers, if you could say that. So, 2026 is the year of new beginnings, or of beginnings in general. Hence recording this video. Hence attempting lots of different projects, new exciting projects that actually will be finished. And it's exciting. It is pretty exciting. I just looked at my recorder to see how long I'm recording at this point, and it has not been that long. It's only been 13 minutes. I want this video to be a bit longer than that, so I'll just pull something out of my butt. Some topics. Something to ramble on about. I don't know. I'm here in my bed again, as you might see. Well, in the first video, I was on my bed, and the perspective was a bit different. I was sitting approximately there. If you can see that, I don't know how the framing is at this point, but I was sitting on this wall. Now I'm sitting against the back of my bed, how I would usually lay in my bed. I got some pillows. They're a bit scratchy. They're not smooth pillows. This one. That one is smooth, however. I might do some more sounds later on. And I might put a timestamp for you to enjoy those sounds. I am in my bed and my stomach just made a sound. I hope you didn't hear that. It is a bit more comfortable than I would usually sleep at. I feel like this bed is not completely done decorated yet. usually I don't like too much stuff on my bed, but having like comfortable pillows would be quite nice. I also feel my bed is too small for like more pillows. Like I can put stuff on my left side, but then I take space away on the like in the width. Like this bed is 1 meter in width, which for people in America in free stomach sound once again, in freedom units that would be, oh god, what would that be? 1 foot is about, I think, 30 centimeters ish, so like 3 feet wide. Something like that, a bit more. I don't remember quite exactly what that was. Doesn't matter. We're in Europe and in Germany here, so it's 1 meter, the mattress. And in the future I actually plan to get a bit wider bed, since it's more comfortable, and other interesting advantages to having a wider bed. Yeah. In any case, I am covered up in my blanket here. Blanket? Could you call it? I think so. Decke. Eine Decke. Ich bin unter einer Decke. Because it is obviously a bit cold outside. I mean, the radiator in my room is running, so it is not cold in my room. But I thought it's more comfortable to like spend a bit of time under my sheets. That's, I think, the correct term. Under my sheets. 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 I just noticed that the way I pronounce sheets, there is a harsh resonance in my sh sound. That might be a bit annoying. I'll see about that later. My audio engineering brain is going while I'm recording, so plenty of stuff to think about. But this is what I decided to go for this time. Like I said, actually laying in bed and making this a bit more comfortable than just sitting on my bed and having something next to me. Because in usual situations, I would not just sit on my bed, especially not for a video. Usually I would not even film in my bed or on my bed, because what am I gonna do here? But for videos like this, it might be appropriate because it's a comfortable way to record something. I can just stretch my legs out. I can lean back if I want to. Make nice sounds. I can be warm, which is good. And the more comfortable I feel, the more comfortable you might feel as well. Since this might evoke some sort of feeling of you're also in your bed. You might try to relax or fall asleep, which would be perhaps nice. Maybe you need that. I know I need that sometimes. Just putting my phone next to me, which, to be fair, is not the best sleep hygiene, I know. But I've just gotten used to listening to ASMR or just any videos at this point, that it's a bit harder to fall asleep without anything on. Like, I could be listening to ASMR to sleep. I could be listening to stomach noises to sleep. I could be listening to tech videos to fall asleep too. That all works as long as I'm like tired enough. I can actually fall asleep. Or if my brain is just bored enough, or just exhausted enough, I can just doze off. and that tends to work sometimes. Not sometimes, very often. So, even though it is terrible sleep hygiene to have your phone even next to you, it's but yeah, it's the way I fall asleep. I might need to change that later on to see if sleep quality improves or not. I suggest you might do a similar experiment as well. Perhaps if you're listening to ASMR on your phone while trying to sleep, maybe either you have a headphone jack or you might need to plug in an adapter and put the phone further away on a nightstand perhaps, or on the floor, and have a headphone cable going to your ears, which I understand it might not be optimal because cables get tangled up, you might accidentally almost choke yourself or whatever. I mean, maybe not with a cable, but it's not as comfortable. Even listening to ASMR on wireless Bluetooth earbuds is not that comfortable, depending on how you sleep and depending on the model of earbud, obviously. Like, I have heard of different earbud models that are actually designed for people who sleep on their side, which I like to relax on my side, or like fall asleep on my side. And I mean, looking at it from a realistic point of view, like, my head is on the side, but I might lay on my stomach to sleep, because somehow that is more comfortable. I have no idea why. Obviously I can also fall asleep on my back or whatever, but the most comfortable position, just make a trick out of stuttering, right? Position, position, So, the position of laying on my stomach is maybe also not the most healthy. I have to do some research into that, but I sleep very comfortable like that. So, don't know exactly how that looks like. I don't know what the point was that I actually wanted to make. Let me think for a second. What was I going on about? That's a classic thing. Like, you start talking about something, and a mental model that I had quite a while ago that I don't use too often anymore was like having different computer folders that you open. Like, every folder has a name. Like, maybe you have a music folder in your brain, you go into that, and then you have a band there, you go into the band, then something in the band name reminds you of something else, so there's a link to another folder connection, which then again has some subfolders. Then you go deeper in and then you can trace your path back if you forget whatever you were talking about. So if you were like, I actually wanted to go to a different place, so you would trace back the path you took. Or if you forgot where you were last, you go like, what have I thought about at the beginning, and then you just trace the path back. I don't know if anybody has had thoughts like that. In recent times I don't think like that. I don't have that mental model anymore, but I did use that quite a few years back, which was quite useful. In any case, let me think of what I wanted to say. So I like to lay on my stomach to sleep, have my phone near me, which is terrible sleep hygiene. You might try something different, that's the thing, yeah. And exactly, I think making it comfortable was the point. making this video quite comfortable, so that you feel like as if you were in your own bed, which you might be in your own bed, which is great, and you're listening to me just ramble on trying to make a point. Awesome. And trying to switch from whispering to soft speaking to not being able to decide what to do next. As long as I'm not loud, that's all fine. Luckily I haven't encountered in an ASMR video yet where the person starts randomly screaming into your ear. That would be very effective, I feel like. If somebody, like, in scaring, not for relaxing, absolutely not. But if somebody were to just record very quietly with a very low level, and then suddenly just scream on top of their lungs into the microphone to the point of distortion, so that while listening to the first part, you put your volume up, and then the scream comes and you're just, oh my god, it's so loud, I just scared the living crap out of me, oh my god, I just shit my pants, oh my god. I haven't encountered that yet, and I hope I will never encounter this. And if I do, I hope it'll be like noted in the title, or like obviously somewhere, that hey, this contains a jump scare, this contains loud noises, even though it shouldn't, because it's ASMR. Which I think would go like, it's like an antithesis to ASMR, and it would break the trust of this one content creator, unless it's like a one-off. So they usually do like horror stuff, but then they switch to ASMR once, and then they scare the living shit out of people. Yeah, that might work. But you won't find this here, I promise. No fingers crossed, you can see, no fingers crossed. You won't find this here, because I like to keep you on my channel. And I would appreciate if you could subscribe and leave a like if you like this video so far. That would be great. I would appreciate it a lot. So now we have the call to action, as any good video should have. Maybe not any, because a lot of videos work without any call to action. People just see the video, they like what they see, they subscribe, and they're done. And then they get more and more videos recommended to them. So that's great. Oh, my lord, we are already at 28 minutes. That's lovely. Last time I checked the time, it was like 13 minutes. And I'm slowly getting to a time that's acceptable, I feel like. I think I'm gonna aim for like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. So there's like some pillow scratching, some pillow caressing, some, for the end, for a fade out to black. That'd be quite relaxing, I think. I'm using the F, like Joshua would say. I think. Oh, thanks. No. Oh, thanks. With a TH. That's another tangent then. Just random stuff, random people that I like to watch or liked to watch. It's an interesting thing with watch habits that you like tend to binge, or like maybe you don't, but I do. You find a content creator that you haven't watched in a while, and you binge a lot of their stuff for a while, stuff that you haven't seen because you haven't watched them for a while. You binge it, and then you get sick of it. You go like, I've seen enough of this type of video, I've seen enough of this type of video, I've got enough of this topic, I don't want to watch this anymore for like a long time. Then the algorithm just does its thing. You don't get it recommended too often anymore, and at some point you just come back naturally because you are searching for something, which was the case for me for Linus Tech Tips. Haven't watched the channel for like a long time, and then I don't know where it came from. Maybe I was looking at something, GPUs or something. RAM prices, they're great right now. But something, I was searching for something, I think, and then I stumbled across the channel again, and I was like, oh, hey, that's entertaining. I like that. Let's watch more of that. And hence my algorithm is now a bit more tech-based again, a bit more ASMR-based, because I've been watching a bit more ASMR as well, also different content creators. Seeing lots of people who are fairly new to ASMR, or people I haven't known before that make very good content, very relaxing content, just stuff that I could just listen to all day. Or returning to old classics of ASMR, which I probably have mentioned in my first rambling video. And if not, then I shall do some other video in which I list all my favorite creators that I do regularly watch, or videos that I have watched recently. That might be actually a better video idea. Just doing a little rundown of my favorite videos of like the month or the year, or my favorite content creators in the ASMR bubble. That might be quite interesting as well. There's always something to ramble on about, to show and tell. It might be interesting for you too if you don't know certain creators. A little, like I said, a little show and tell might be cool. Even though I'm a very small creator, I wouldn't even call myself a creator, even though I do make these videos. Even though my subscriber count is very small, it can always grow, and it cannot be expected that everybody knows, that every single viewer knows every single other ASMR creator. It's impossible. Like, I have found many new ones, many different ones that I haven't heard before, which other people probably rave about, like, oh, this is the best I have ever heard, this is the most relaxing, I only watch you, and I only watch this person. Meanwhile, I haven't heard of them. So, in that case, you might not have heard of them either. Depending on the size, obviously. If it's a big channel, you probably have heard of them. But that's a topic for a different video, and something we are not going to get into right now. What is interesting right now, however, is that my vocal cords and my larynx and my throat are not used to whispering or soft speaking for that long at a time. So I do feel a little bit of a tension here, which means that I'll probably go into doing the pill thing soon to give you a little outro noises and sounds, so you can sleep without talking, without me talking. Maybe that's what you want. In that case, there's a different video ready for you. Probably. Maybe, probably. I can still make more videos, obviously, to cater to everybody's little favorite ASMR triggers, or, techniques to make sounds, or stuff to talk about. Because there's always something to talk about, I feel like. And always something to make sounds with. Maybe even roleplays. I probably alluded to that in my first video as well. There's some basic information that I probably must have mentioned, like what I planned to do with this channel. The thing that I did not plan was to take a long hiatus break. That's not what I planned. It just happened that way. And yeah, now I'm back. It's great. I think at this point we are at the 35-minute mark ish. So I'll make a few more sounds, and I hope you can peacefully drift off to sleep, or just relax how you see fit. That would be cool. That would be nice. And if you want, you can leave a little comment how you thought this video went, if you liked it, if I should change anything, if I should consider something in the future, if I was too loud, if I was too quiet, if my post-processing was total just trash, if, anything you want, you can type down there in the comment section, tell me your thoughts. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, in this case, let's decide on a pillow to start with. I think I would start with a scratchy one. So either the left one, my left, or the right one, or do both. Maybe I could do both. I think I'll do both. So I'm fair with the pillows, even though pillows are not living creatures. I can put it on my lap and do some pillow scratching, and maybe do some whispering from a distance, because right now I'm very close to the microphones. We'll see about that. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you will enjoy this little sound collage. It's not a collage. What am I talking about? It's just sounds, pillow sounds. So let's get started with those for the ending of this video. In case I don't say anything anymore, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back. If you have been a recurring subscriber or a recurring viewer, and I hope to see you soon.